Welcome to Empress Ebony's Tarot. If you're new here, hello. My name is Ebony. My father named me that. And in this environment, we use tarot primarily as a personal growth tool. I am an intuitive reader while knowing the foundations of tarot and honing my crafted way of interpreting the messages. If you're cool with that, then stick around. Grab a drink, something to snack on, take notes with, get comfortable, but not too comfortable. Strong boundaries around here. Tribe, what's going on? Welcome back. Show the newcomers gratitude and compassion. Show them, give them directions to the areas and whatnot so we can get things started. Now, Tribe, I've been procrastinating on this message for some time now, but these numbers have been, I'm talking about telling your girl, like, if you don't get this done, like, my spirit team has really been on one about these numbers. 311, 711, 811, triple ones, 511, 911. 411 has been slid in there too, but 611 as well, but primarily numbers ending in 11 and times ending in 11. I'm gonna put that up there so y'all can see. And like this was from weeks ago. I wish I would have wrote the date on it. I normally write the date on stuff, but nevertheless, those numbers have been sticking with me, and it was basically reminding me about me telling y'all about my first gifted tarot deck. I have been gifted 2 tarot decks since I've, started doing this. Excuse me if me hitting that mic disturbed y'all sound in any way. But I was telling y'all about the first one I ever received, and it was this one here. It is called the Motherpeace, I believe. Yeah, the Motherpeace Round Tarot. This was the first deck that was ever gifted to me. The other deck that was gifted to me, I don't really know the name. He gave me 2. They were the same decks, but I don't really know the name. I tried to do the Google Lens. I tried to do all of that and still couldn't find out the name of that tarot deck. I'll probably use that at some other time because it is inside of this tote that I'm just not gonna go in, and Spirit ain't calling me to use those cards right now. They want me to use my round decks. I cannot promise that the archetype deck, the archetype round deck by Kim Crayons, I believe it is, the author of the Wild Unknown Tarot and the alchemy, all of that. I can't promise that it won't make an appearance in here, but the main focus are going to be on these decks that I'm going to go ahead and use here. As you see, I'm still trying to procrastinate on what's going on. So I got these tea leaf decks. This tea leaf deck, when I got the Rooted Woman and the Angels and Oracles, Spirit specifically wanted me to use it with the Motherpeace Tarot deck. And I know y'all used to how other people do it with these, but my hands is big enough. I didn't section them out like everybody else does. Frying pan, troubles and accusations came out in that pre-shuffle. So someone could be trying to throw you in the frying pan, or you could be throwing yourself in the fryer pan with the your self-talk, creating trouble for yourself by making accusations of what others are doing, pretty much just not being minding your business. But for those that know this deck, and for some reasons Spirit wants me to explain, the way I sectioned mine out was all of the red face cards. You see how thick that is. But again, I'm comfortable holding them and shuffling them for the most part. You know, my index finger is swollen, so it's giving me trouble shuffling anything right now at this point. So, how and why my finger is swollen, I'm not gonna speculate on. Yeah, I'm not gonna jump in the frying pan and accuse nobody of nothing. But I mean, it just seemed odd and out of nowhere. But that's neither here nor there. I kept all the red cards together, and then the green and the purple cards I put together. That's how I sectioned it out. So the the messages are going to be what the messages are. All right, we're gonna get this started. If those numbers have been coming up for you, or it marks a birthday or anything significant for you, then it could be what's going on with you. Fire energy is coming straight out the gate. At the bottom of the deck right now is staff. Poking up is nest. Both of these two give me fire energy because they have to do with wands and sticks and trees and limbs and stuff like that. Even ooh, excuse me, even the flute, like, because it's a wooden flute. But we're gonna go ahead and get it started, Spirit. We're gonna go ahead and get it started. We're gonna reset the mood. We're gonna reset the mood. Reset the mood. All right. I want everybody to take some deep breaths. In a moment, I'm gonna use the bell. So if you have headphones on, beware. Pretty much just cleansing the energy, grounding myself, and grounding the energy, grounding the reading. Deep breath in, exhale slow. See, that's what let you know I'm nervous. The bell, I can't even hit the bells right. I don't know why I'm nervous for this reading. And I'm leaving it all in too. All right. What is going on today? Something is interfering. Let's push this interference energy out. Spirit is bringing me to those scissors that almost flipped over with another card. So some ties need to be cut, some cords need to be cut, some bonds need to be severed. But they not gonna stop this message, and they not gonna stop this reading. So let's get to it. Let's go, Spirit. Mm-mm. Let's get it. Mm-hmm. Nothing stopping it. Spirit said, nothing stopping it. We just gonna. Mm. Horseshoe. Good luck came out in reverse, along with arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Arrow came out in reverse as well as scissors. I said this. Disappointment in some affair came out of reverse. One of them cards was that was at the back of the deck. I think that was flute. Needle and thread at the bottom of the deck now. A sincere wish will be granted. So no matter all of this, no matter what this opposing energy is, people, want you to feel a particular way is what I'm really getting about your path. People want you to believe that you're not on the right path. People want you to question the vision that you saw clearly, and this feels like years ago, of good fortune, of, blessings coming in, you know. Over here, this really don't matter too much because we don't too much believe in luck, and the way that we do our horseshoe over here is this way when we say it's going to bring good fortune, because this is how it looks on the cow. I mean, I said on the cow. This is how it looks on the horse. Yeah, you got a cash cow coming in. Thank you, Spirit. This is how it looks on the horse. This is how it this is how it looks on the horse. And when your horse is winning, I also heard just now, what had me tongue tied was prized stallion. So you take good care of that. So you're gonna interchange these out. Like in some cultures, this is good luck, so because it's like it's a vessel. It's a vessel for the prosperity to come in and be held in within. But to me, it never really made sense because this is not an actual vessel. This is just a metaphor of a vessel. If you turn it this way, it is not an actual vessel. But in this actual position, it's actually used this way on the race horses, on the horse that will get you, you know, to one place to another, on your horse that carries your chariot, on your fire horse. It will look like this because that's, they walk it. So I needed to explain that. But with the needle and thread, no matter how fine the hole is, know that you're made to go through the loop. Know that you're made for it. It's difficult threading a needle at times, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Let's see I'm gonna see what's at the very back of the deck first, Spirit, before we move on. Thank you. Fly. Oh, a period of ill health, depression. Motherfuckers been sending monitoring spirits your way, and you know it. Yeah, you know it. You catch it every time. You catch it every time. But Spirit brought me to a note that I made the other day. Even my voice is cracking. Let me get some water. Okay, this is from July the 13th, which was a Monday and the day before the new moon. So I can show y'all. Y'all know I ain't capping. These are my notes. It says, I keep telling y'all not to take these blanket statement quotes as fact without putting them into context, sourcing the full quote, and finding the contradictory within. And then it says, then I said, because how is the definition of insanity doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? Yet they also say practice makes perfect. And you see it got the question mark face on it. And then I said, how long are you going to keep missing opportunities in love as well as life? Because you're listening to society or another bitch inner voice / perspective. I know you were groomed to believe that experts know all, with all being all the letters capitalized. ALL is capitalized, but baby, in my pop smoke voice. So, but baby, my voice ain't as deep as his voice. Anyway, they don't, especially when it comes to matters of you. That means the expert. The expert doesn't know it all, especially when it comes to matters of you. You should be the expert of you. You should be the one who knows all when it comes to you. No one else should be able to tell you anything about yourself. Be humble for who? Question mark, dot, 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 dot. Divine source energy. That's the only thing that can humble you, sweet pea. And then it says, check recently listened to music. So that could be for y'all. Check recently listened to music, but I'm gonna check recently listened to music for me and give y'all some songs from off of it. So my recent activity. All right, there. But in regards to the blanket statement, I just did a reading in regards to the quote of blood is sticking in water. I put the full quote in the title. I think that was the most recent upload long form before this one. It may be beneficial for you. Someone is really struggling with their throat chakra, and it's possibly because these people that you are doing your damnness to try to fit in with. Broken bridge. Broken bridge landing on my ankh. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I feel like listening to these people would be the unsuccessful outcome, because we make our own choices and decisions, but the people we love and people we admire and people who we consider to be experts could definitely have influence over said choice and decision that you ultimately make. So never judge yourself too harshly for choices and decisions that you made, especially if you went seeking outside advice. Door. Opportunities are waiting for you. That's that. I just asked in my notes, how long you gonna miss out on opportunities by listening to other people? At the very back of the deck, we got dogs in reverse, getting together with friends. It's like that's what you're not doing. You're not getting together with friends, or you don't have any friends. But I feel like you have at least one, even if that's your lover. You have a co-defendant is what I'm hearing. Vase, secret admirer, and if they haven't, and if they're not there yet, they there. You just don't know it. Like this person is around you. This admirer, this secret admirer, this person is they there. They there. So you do have a friend and somebody. They could be watching you from afar. Um, or they could just be in your life and you don't see them that way. You get what I'm saying? The eagle, triumph over troubles, obstacles. At the very back of the deck, axe. And I wouldn't say in reverse, but leaning towards your future versus your past. Forces working against you. So yeah, these motherfuckers are they are they are trying to get to they are trying to stop your forward progress. Spirit said 3 back. Sunrise. New creative idea, new ventures, a fresh start. So yeah, slowly but steadily you'll get there. They really want you to triumph over your troubles. See from a higher perspective is what I'm getting. Chair field in reverse is someone new is entering your life. Yeah, I don't think it's somebody new. I think it's somebody that's already there, but you don't see them as uh you don't see them as supportive. You don't see this person as supportive, but they're already there. It's not going to be somebody new. I'm just letting you know that right now. So yeah, if you got your guard up towards this person from the past, I think you need to let that down. Unless it's these people that have already been sending monitoring spirits towards you. I'm gonna put it to you like this: the secret admirer, the vase, the motherfucker that's holding you, not necessarily holding you down in a sense of keeping you stagnant, because that's what it feels like the family is doing, or the ones closest to you, the ones that you've known the longest, the ones that you feel like you have a guaranteed loyalty from you. Thank you, Spirit. Those are the people that are holding you back. Those are the people that are influencing your wrong decisions, but then throwing those same decisions in your face when you know, are at your crossroads. Those are the bridges that need to be broken. Set a fire is what I'm hearing. Okay, Spirit, we'll do that at the end. They want me to use the beyond the fog and shade, which this numbers had they called me to stick them to over a week ago. But this vase, this person that sees you, I'm talking about really sees you, this person who has not walked up to the this person who has not tiptoed up to your boundaries and tried to cross them, this person who has adapted with you in every season of you, this person who has been there to learn and relearn you through every change that you've been through on your journey, is the person that's a secret admirer, is a person that looks at you with awe and wonder. You motivate and inspire this person. Thank you, Spirit. 9 of Wands. They'll hold the line for you. You got to cover her up because she naked. They hold the line for you. They see your resilience. They see your fight. They see your fire. They see your passion. They telling me that this deck gonna end up it's just gonna be, if I do ever get monetized, this video won't, because this deck has just got so much, yeah, nudity in it. But the back of the deck, at the very back of the deck, Shaman of Cups. This is off the pickup. This is off just me picking it up. 9 of Wands and the Shaman of Water. temperance energy. So it's like you are resilient. This person sees your resiliency. This person is a stable, very emotionally intelligent person, to where not only can they regulate their emotions, they can regulate the emotions of other. Feels like, and I'm not even gonna say feels like a good fit. This spirit is saying this person is a good fit for you. For some, this person is what you need in this season. Yeah, 3 of Cups, wanting to be seen. 3 of Cups wanted to be seen. They want to celebrate you. Yeah. Behind 3 of Cups is the Death card. This is bringing me to that short about the Queen of Wands. This person realizes that you're not ready to end this chapter just yet, but you're very, very, very close to it, and they want to be here to support. But Spirit, is we gonna go one for one, or just okay? So we're gonna get some messages for the cards that are in reverse: horseshoe, arrow, scissors. What is this about, Spirit? Horseshoe, arrow, and we're oh shit. So we got 9 of Swords and Princess of Discs, Priestess of Discs. So Queen of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Yeah. You still stressing about, and what I'm getting is the cords, is the bonds, the things that need to be severed with these scissors in reverse. And this Priestess of Discs, which is the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness gracious. And the original Right Away Tarot is giving me the energy of you being too generous to the people that are ultimately bringing you, uh, I'm sorry if I hit the mic. Sorry if the mic disturbed you. Oh my goodness, I'm cutting up because I was about to say for the people who are bringing you bad news, but Spirit played Jill Scott nigga blues. So for the people that are bringing you, bad news, nigga blues, just ignorant motherfuckers in your life, just doing ignorant shit, and still expecting loyalty from you. Those are the things that the those situations are what you're stressing over and being way too generous towards. Yeah. Priest is the queen, connected to water and air. So yeah, you're being a little too generous with the people who are, in a sense, causing you the most stress. At the very bottom of the deck, we got the 10 of Wands in the cross position, and sorry that I can't show y'all it. You know what? Just like Spirit said, it's just gonna get demonetized. I ain't gonna get too close to where it's like, but yeah. 10 of Wands. And I like this 10 of Wands because they're celebrating. They're celebrating the ending, understanding that a new beginning is coming. And that's another reason why I like this deck too, because all of the imagery is Uplifting. Up, you know, is uplifting. It don't give you no bad card energy. That's what it to me is like, no bad card. Because see, with this Nine of Swords, normally it would be, you know, you could tell it was stress, but here it's just like confusion in the mind, confusion about what's going on. It has the sword in the middle with fire around it, you know what I'm saying, and a star around it. And then there's technically more than 9 swords. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Technically it's 10 because there's swords down here and then there's a sword right here as well. And then it has like the Sagittarius energy in it to me. It has the main character, not really having a bottom but having two ends, giving me cat dog energy, where it's like two and one. One side of you is pessimistic, losing sleep, while you're astral projecting, is what Spirit said. While you're astral projecting and, you know, getting the knowledge while learning to sever ties in the astral, convening with all of your spirit team, because we got dragons, we got what looks like a whale to me, but doesn't really look like to be a, anything at all. And then I got what looks like an octopus right here, but it could very well be a flower, a snake, a big ass spider, a minotaur, and then 3 trees, which trees are always ancestors to me. So it's like there's several things that you're stressing about so below, but that are being taken care of as above. And Spirit is like, just give them the scissors. Just give them the scissors. They'll cut themselves off. With that, what that means is set the boundary and be firm with it. Set the boundary. Set the boundary and don't allow them to tiptoe up to the line and cross over then cross back kind of shit. Like, don't keep let people play with your boundaries. Like, your no is your no and it's firm. There's no explanation with it. There's no excuse that comes with it. No is no. It's a full sentence, complete in its own right. No. Because that's how people play with you. You say no, and then they get to, either huffing and puffing, doing whatever it is their character trait that whatever it is that their character trait is, they do what that thing is to try to get you to either explain your no or go back on your no. That's the easiest boundary to set in and kind of give yourself benchmarkers on if you're really setting those strong boundaries and keeping them. When you say no and don't feel the need to explain or react to how the person receives your no. Your no is your no. No matter how they receive it, no matter how they react, matter how they respond to it, your no is your no, and your no is your no, and it's going to stay no. Yeah. At the back of the deck, Ace of Swords in reverse. Spirit said that's why you're not getting your clarity, because you keep going back and forth. And you see this unconsciously. One more. So it's that one more on the reverse horseshoe arrow and scissors. Ten of Swords and High Priestess came out sideways. So it's like you have an unconscious knowing of what exactly you need to do to put that mindset to rest, to put that to put the ending to this energy with these people who are one testing your loyalty and uh wishing you bad luck, wishing you ill will, wishing you stagnation in return. The high priestess with that coming out with that ten of swords is giving me the energy of stop looking at what people saying and internalize what they're doing. Not internalize as far as um, accept what they're doing, but just observe them. You know, I heard see what folks choose to do, so you know what they rather do. Did I say that right, Spirit? Yeah. See what folks choose to do so that you'll see what they rather do. So example is you ask someone to accompany you somewhere and last minute they have to cancel plans. But then, you know, you see or you find out in some way, shape, or form, because it's showing me a person um seeing someone's social media and getting salty that a person stood them up on their plans with some cockamamie ass excuse, but yet they're able to be out and about, so much so that they having that the kind of fun that you want to remember. Um, so much so that they're posting it. But in that situation, you saw what they would rather do. They chose to blow you off because they would rather do whatever it was that you observed them doing. You get what I'm saying? So it feels like unconsciously you know to do those kind of things so that you see exactly who you need to end things with, exactly who has been repeatedly stabbing you in the back is what I'm getting with the Ten of Swords coming out with the High Priestess. It's like you have a knowing. You know deep down, unconsciously, subconsciously, that these people been doing you dirty. But it feels like you were taught to be the bigger person and keep turning the other cheek. But what does that do for you? Again, you're being generous to people who are hell bent on causing you stress. At the bottom of the deck, we got Shaman of Wands. So it's like, are you coming into your authority? Are you going to come into your authority? Are you going to? I'm hearing use this knowledge. It's giving me that because of Thoth. Thoth right here. Yeah. Are you finally going to end this cycle? It could go either way. When the cards is faced this way, it can go either way. And all of these cards are essentially coming out sideways. So it could go either way. The decision is yours to make. Go back to what you've been dealing with, or finally put this to an ending. Finally sever the ties. Finally cut these bonds, sever these strings. Finally end the project so that you can cut the needle from the thread. There's no more weaving that you need to do. Ooh, yeah. There's no more weaving that you need to do. The project is done. And it feels like you know it. But again, like I said, that high priestess in the sideways position is letting you know, like, this is something that you feel deep. But it's like you're not letting your mind wrap around it. It's like you're not letting your mind wrap around this ending. You're not willing to go ahead and just let that go. Fly free like they are. See this card in the upright. See what the people in it are doing. They're taking that leap. They going away. Dropping their swords. Flying off. And that's not something that nobody can make you ready for. So it will go either way. But I feel like you don't need to keep playing seesaw in your mind about it. You've already seen that the bridge need to be broken. You've already realized that they broke the bridge. You've already realized that the more you keep adding more bricks to try to repair, they just tearing it out on the other side. They're the catalyst to this bridge being broken. So you're not responsible for fixing it. Yeah. Hermit mode. It may be time for you to isolate yourself. It just may be time for you to isolate yourself away from these people. It just may be time for you to go within. Like I said, you at your crossroads. You at your crossroads with the broken bridge. And the crossroads is really deciding which way it's gonna go. Which way is it gonna go with these energies that can go either way. With these energies that can go either way. Which way you gonna go with it? What path are you gonna choose to take? Because ultimately it's on you. They've already shown you what it is. They've already let you know what they feel about your generosity. Spirit said they've already abandoned you and your child, whether or not this is a baby father or this is a parent, like that, whether you have your abandonment wound from a family or, someone you made your family. Either way, whether this abandonment is from parenting wounds or you having a baby with somebody and now you're a single parent, either way the abandonment is there. The body don't see it no different. You still gotta overcome that. So yeah, I'm hearing abandon them. Not, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. But what I'm getting with this is, are you gonna choose to isolate yourself, to go into your solitude, to figure out what you're going to do moving forward. I got Son of Swords. Spirit want that in reverse. Son of Swords. So that's the Knight of Swords. And I'm hearing, I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really want to fight no more. It's time for letting go. Tina Turner, like, yeah, you don't need to be the knight to fight this war anymore. I feel like you've already won. You've already won. You've already won. You got the treasure. You see the treasure down there is already unlocked with the knowledge that you found out. Yeah, you got the goose by the neck. So yeah, 10 of disc. It could go either way. It could go either way. Oh, she giving birth on this card. And it's like they all have shields to give her privacy, I guess. I don't. Oh no, they're bringing gifts. They're bringing gifts. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And I'm hearing some newborn king, like it's one of them Christmas songs. I can't catch it. That's like the melody, and I'm hearing newborn king. So like bringing gifts to the newborn king. So to me, with that, it's like the moment that you go within, the moment that you choose the dark night of the soul, you lay down your arms and get the ultimate 10 of Pentacles. I'm hearing you win the war of the world. Priestess of Cups. Yeah. Priestess of Cups. With the 5 of Cups behind that. And I'm hearing, look up, I already won. Look up, I already won. So it's like soon as you go within internally to realize that you can mother yourself, you won. To realize that this energy here that has come with what feels like people you know, your family, your blood, your DNA. Once you realize that you can sever ties with that, break those bridges, and hold yourself emotionally is what I'm feeling like. Love yourself. Because it says secret admirer. Admire yourself. Give me a moment, tribe. My bad, tribe. But Spirit want one more card for this reverse energy, but this hermit energy coming out with the same kind of crossroad energy as the broken bridge, like deciding which way to go energy is really calling for you to finally make the decision on which way you're going to go, and understanding that once you do, there's no turning back. There's no coming back. You're going to have to set out on this journey. You're going to have to set out on this voyage, whether it be physically or metaphorically. Metaphorically in a spiritual sense, physically in an actual sense where you decide to leave home. Metaphorically in the sense where it is you do this, you break these bridges spiritually, where it's like there is no coming back, realizing that certain relationships are beyond repair, not because you don't love people, but because you realize that unless this person becomes a totally different person, you don't align with them and how you see yourself versus how they see you. That's why there's no need to fight no more. There's nothing to fight for. It can't be one person fighting for a relationship. Yeah. To receive your emotional fulfillment, you're going to have to make the decision on what's best for you. What's best for you? And with it landing on top, well, it didn't pop out and land on top, but that's where the placement of it is now, over the high priestess and the nine of swords, as well as the hermit. That's a 9, so that's 3 nines. 3 nines. 999. So unconsciously, as I said before, you know that there's an ending coming. Something is coming to an end. At the bottom of the deck, we got justice. At the very back of the deck, we got the ace of discs. Yeah. For those of you that are fearing doing this, that justice and ace of discs should give you solace that walking away and doing what fulfills you is going to grant you the opportunity for a new beginning. But with all of this sideways energy coming out, it can go either way. You're going to have a new beginning regardless. But how the new beginning looks, how joyous it is solely dependent on you. How much you admire your new found opportunities. It's all dependent on you. But I feel like you have help. You have guidance to see you through. All right, Spirit, let's get something on Broken Bridge and Vase. The energies that came out in the upright. Don't get me wrong, it's hard. It is difficult to sever ties with family. They will attempt to make you feel a certain way. And on your down days, on your the days where you don't have the highest mental fortitude, with the 9 of swords being out there, those are the days where you will kind of regret your decision and kind of look towards the past and kind of start giving people excuses for their behavior and the actions and the words that they said towards you or placed upon you, forgetting all of the things that were said and done, and leaning on that, blood is thicker than water, um, excerpt portion of the full quote of um of that, the full quote of that phrase. I mean, the only thing that I can say is it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. It gets easier to deal with. It You'll have less days where you want to look back towards those things, especially if you really go in and figure out what fulfills you. Like, if you sever these ties, break these bridges with love, it will be no need to regret what you've done, because you're not moving on with resentment. You're moving on out of a sense of fulfillment. Like, this is what's going to make me better. Although it is difficult, it will make me better. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we got the 9 of discs. Yeah. Not, it's quadruple 9. Fulfillment earthly, fulfillment emotionally, fulfillment within the mind. Just because a decision is difficult doesn't mean that you don't have to make it. Dead ass tried. Just like on some real shit. Just because a decision is difficult doesn't mean it doesn't have to be made. It gotta be made. Unless you like your life how it is. Unless you like dealing with the things that you have to deal with. Unless you're ready to give up on the vision that you saw crystal clear. All right, Spirit. I'm ready to move on. What do you say about this broken bridge in vase energy, the upright energy? What needs to be said? We got Daughter of Discs, which is the Page of Discs, which is the Page of Pentacles. We got the Priestess of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. And we got the Empress. Each came out together. They came out together. With the daughter of Discs is really giving me the energy of you standing in your power, you acknowledging the gift that choosing what fulfills you brings. You've created a portal to a new life. I say that because of that there in the background. Looks like a totally different place, but it could just be, the I'm hearing the tomb of darkness, but that doesn't really look like a tomb to me. But I guess the fact that it's under sand is why spirit saying that it's a tomb. But I'm really getting like you've accepted your power and are yielding your light with the daughter of this, which is the Page of Pentacles. Like you're focusing on lighting yourself up and lighting your way with the Crone, which is the Hermit energy. I and with this Priestess of Cups, I feel the energy of not only siren but sound frequency, music, clairvoyance in that way, in that manner, through sound, through vibrate, through sound, through vibration. You know, the ripples of emotions. It's really like with this Priestess of Cups, the first time it came out, I heard look up, I already won. That's earth sign shells. I already won. Look up, I already won. Look up, I already won. I do these niggas like mommy and son. Like back to the Priestess of this. Like you're in your water and earth energy with these two priestess coming out. Normally when there's two priestess on the board, on the table, I mean, I get, well, yeah, on the board, because now it's bringing me to chess with the the two priestess, the two queens, whatever, going head to head in a rivalry energy versus a collaboration energy. But I only get collaboration energy because of the three nines they came out and the fact that the high priestess and the empress are on the board as well. So this no longer turns it into the patriarchal game of chess, but more or less the matriarchal game of chess where everyone, where it's not, we're not, it's not, it's not, is not to protect the king in a sense. Because all the energy that's on the board right now is feminine. Thank you, Spirit. And that Priestess of Cups is bringing like the nurturing energy, understanding that once you make this decision to go ahead and break this bridge and admire, be your own secret admirer, you're no longer seeking the gaze of a man. You're no longer seeking the gaze of an external partner in this sense. This is self-nurturing. The inner child within you, the masculine energy within you, amplifying the feminine energy in you, the nurturer, understanding that feminine energy is not only soft, but is fierce. Normally, if these two priestess queen energies were out, I would say it was a rivalry. But the fact that the ultimate feminine archetypes, the high priestess and the empress, are here, that lets me know as well above that, and that you are not the type of female woman that is, you know, so male focused that you will harm another feminine knowingly, and that you're just not in that competition energy. You feel like collaboration assists more than competition. Yeah, I don't want to fight no more. Thank you, spirit. You're in that energy. Like, I don't give a damn who's wrong or right about what. I'm sick of fighting about all of this shit. Because at the end of the day, what is all of this shit? What is it all? What is it all if I cannot look in the mirror, in the door, admire what's looking back at me? If I can't smell the roses, it's a disc at the bottom of the deck. If I can't rest assured and know that I have everything that I need, I'm hearing a warm fire, food to eat, protection as well as a confidant, a place to rest. At the very back of the deck, we got Eight of Wands. It's like that's been your message, and that's been the message coming into you for the longest. Finding fulfillment in play. Being able to understand both aspects of emotion, highs and lows. The underworld and the as above so below energy with the high priestess. Spirit said that's it for these. For these. Can I? Okay. Let's put these off to the side. Coming out of the deck, we got time in reverse. Trust in divine timing. That's what you're not doing. For some reason, someone feels like they need to rush. Also, someone is not realizing that this broken bridge is a part of your divine timing. In the distance, that you're closer than you think. You're closer than you think to what you consider your end goal. I'm hearing zoom out. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture of what breaking these bridges will do for you. Because again, you're too worried about others. At the bottom of the deck, cut off number 19, number 28 is in the distance. 1010. 1010. Let go of what no longer serves you. You're closer than you think. Look for a divine test. Number 2. You could be seeing beetles. You could be learning, or commit is what you subscribe to. With Thoth coming out on, it came out earlier on one of these cards, and this beetle being here, it gives me that energy. This beetle also gives me the energy of the with the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands came. No, I don't think we got the Ten of Wands. We started out with the Nine of Wands. Oh, Spirit is saying like, okay, Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's not a burden. It's not a burden. It's not the time to see the Ten of Wands as a burden. As a burden, it's a completion. Just like the Ten of Swords is a completion. Just like 10 energy is well, 9 energy is completion. 10 energy is completion in conjunction with new beginning. Because in numerology it stops at 9. Double digits we break down. That's why 10 would be 10 plus 0. I mean 1 plus 0, which equals 1. That's why 19 is 9 plus 1, which equals 10. 8 plus 2, which equals 10. But it all comes back to 1. 10, 10, 1, 1. 11. That's 1, 1. That's why those 1, 1 times are, thank you, Spirit, prevalent. Yeah, it's time to cut off. It's time to cut off. It's time to sever these bonds with those people that are your DNA. Spirit said we're not keeping this, but it's a message for somebody. Companion. I said that about the Ace of Discus at the bottom of the tarot deck. A discerning friend. 40. 34, an opportunity. 34, opportunity. The chance is in your hands. 29, protection. You're protected. So you could put your shield down because you already have that. And you already have the pearl of wisdom that's going to keep you safe regardless. But you also have a discerning companion. Say they look soft and cuddly, but they get real prickly behind you. At the bottom of the deck, leisure. Number 5, remain lighthearted. At the very back of the deck, soulmate. In reverse, 46. Someone from your soul tribe. They're coming in. Your soul tribe is coming in, but you got to close out one thing in order to receive another. It feels like if your soul tribe came in, you would end up cutting them off because you're being loyal to your DNA, and your soul family is, will not be that. This landed on Empress. So what is this? Zoom out. In reverse, the answer is there if you look closer. Zoom in. But what I said was what? Because it came in reverse. So it's like, no, you don't need to look closer. You've already looked in the mirror. That's why I felt on Empress. You don't need to zoom out. The Empress zooms. You don't need to zoom in. The Empress zooms out. She's able to have foresight. And with this as well, because it's in the distance, and then that's shit that's up closer. They're contradictory, and it's really given to me like that's how this whole thing for you is going for you, because your knowing is back and forth. Your knowing is either way, and you are ignoring some of the things that are up close. I'm here. You can't see the forest due to the trees. I think I said that wrong. Nah, Spirit said I said it the way it needed to be said. So it's like you're so focused on each individual tree that you don't see the vastness of the forest. It's like you're looking too close to home for the answers. Thank you, Spirit. You're looking too close to home for the answers. So zoom out. Zoom out. Look further than what you can see with your physical eyes. With each of these cards, you are using a tool. You are using a tool to be able to see better, either up close or from a distance. So somebody could wear glasses, near sight, far sight kind of energy. But both of these are in their 20s as well. So a lot of your discovery could have happened between the ages of 24 and 28 as well. 6 and 10. 6 and 10. 6 and 10. I keep hearing 6 and 10 are those are significant for some reason. At the bottom of the deck, we got 32 obstacle, overcoming blockages on your path. By detouring, 37 detour. Change course. Yeah. It feel like you'll have to change course. You're gonna have to change course because you're gonna come to this broken bridge, something that's beyond repair, and you're gonna have to change course because you're gonna have to choose which way to go, which path to go. The path that you are on is ended, it's done. There's completion. 999949 showed up in this reading, along with a few tens. So the course that you're on, the course that you're on is ending. So you're at a crossroad, regardless whether or not the bridge is broken, and you'll have to detour and route back, or there's an obstacle in the way, being that the road ends, and there's and you have to choose a direction. But I'm hearing either way, don't go back, don't look back. If you do have to detour, make sure that the detour doesn't take you too far back through your past. If so, then climb. Because I started to say something about the mountain here. Like you could go straight and climb the mountain, but it don't look like you prepared for that. And why make it hard on yourself is what I heard. Why make it harder on yourself? Sweetness, 17, which breaks down to an 8. Set clear boundaries. We talked about boundaries before. I'm hearing something. It's a song about the sweetness. You know. Oh, hold on, because I know that card came up. I know that something like that came up today already. Maybe that was yesterday. Yeah, okay, that was yesterday. Okay, that was yesterday. My bad, tribe. But let me get there, because while I have this open, my bad. But if y'all know me, y'all already know. Surrender to the sweetness. Yeah, that's in a song as well by this group called Oshun, I believe. Surrender to the sweetness. Surrender to the sweetness. And I'm also getting um challenge yourself to ask spirit what it would be like. No, not what it would be like to bring you sweetness. Challenge the universe to bring you sweetness. I'm here, make it sweet. I'm here, make it sweet. Sweet sounds, sweet smells, sweet tastes, sweet thoughts, sweet emotions. Embrace the sweetness. Embrace the sweetness. Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like sugar sweet, like or sweet smells or whatever the case may be. But it's just like what's sweet to you. Like me, I love the scent of Odu. I don't I don't find it a as a sweet scent like candy um or fruit wise or anything like that, but it's a sweet scent to me. It makes me feel sweet, if that makes sense. I don't know. And I gotta do more I have to do more research on Odu as well, because I have loved, one can't even say like, I have loved the scent of Odu since a young child. I can't remember exactly where I smelled it first, but it wasn't at home. I've never smelled this smell in any residence that I've stayed in. So like no one that I knew burnt these incense. No one that I knew, had the scent of Odu in their home. Like I smelt this out and about as a child or on someone. Um, I think it was on someone. I smelt it as a child on someone, but everywhere that I smelled it, and every memory that I have of smelling it has been sweet. And I guess that's why it's sweet to me. You know, although it has, like it has a earthy scent to it, but I don't know, guys, it's sweet to me. I'm doing this because I see that my incense is about to go out and we're far from done with this reading. So excuse my interruption, but in the distance, this fell out 36 lock in reverse. Something is hidden or locked, fell out in reverse on top of in the distance, and I know y'all saw that. So I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. So thank you, Spirit. Spirit brought me to the fact that these two cards are resting on the in the distance is resting on the crone, which is the hermit, and the daughter. I mean the daughter of this with it, which is the page of this, page of pentacles. So it's like your new opportunity is not locked. It's closer than you think. It's closer than you think, and it's going to happen in divine timing. Trust divine timing. Trust the sweetness that's about to come to you. Don't zoom in anymore. Don't zoom in anymore. Don't try to get any closer to the situation, is what I'm hearing. So maybe that has to be for somebody, because don't get too close to the situation could mean anything. So yeah, don't draw yourself back in any closer to this situation that you have a deep knowing or unconscious knowing needs to be done, is what I'm feeling. Detour. Detour is at the bottom of the deck again. I mean, detour is reversed again at the bottom of the deck. Change course. 43. Thoughts. Cultivate your ideas. It feels like these two things are what you're not doing. Right now, you don't need the detour unless you come across the broken bridge or you come across an obstacle. But don't let your thoughts create a detour for you. Thank you, Spirit, because nothing is locked for you right now. It feels like everything is open for you right now. You just don't see it. It's given a lot about eyesight, about seeing in this, with these cards. And the fact that they're darker than these other cards is like that's what you fear. Thank you, Spirit. You fear the unknown. You fear the darkness. You fear the dark night of the soul. Because it's like, oh my goodness, I just heard better the devil I know. No. No. Don't let that shit no. It's not better the devil you know. Because the devil you already know they have, you know what I'm saying? You already know they're gonna hurt you. But it's unknown to what extent they're gonna hurt you. So there's still some unknown in that. There's still some darkness in that. And if you keep letting people tiptoe up to the line, and hurt you over and over and over again, they're gonna escalate. They're gonna see how much you can take until you can't take anymore. And we know what that means. But moving on. Healthy choices. Yeah, choose wisely. That's currently, which lines up with the currentness of the sweetness. You're in a transformation right now. So it's time for you to decide to lean on those healthy choices. It's time for you to decide. It's time for you to decide for you and choose wisely what's for you. Don't think about nobody else in this situation. And I mean it, nobody else. Your kids, your man, your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle. No, I don't give a fuck. If it ain't about your fulfillment, if it ain't about you, excuse me for rocking y'all. If it's not about you, if it's not you, nobody else. How nobody else feels comes into play in this with this decision. This is a decision that you need to make for you. Finally, is what I'm hearing. Finally making the decision for you. What's at the bottom of the deck? It's drawing me to these peppers and garlic and the carrots. So with the peppers and garlic, it's giving me like warding things off, banishing things from your energy, timeline, atmosphere. The carrot here is the sweetness. The carrot here is the modification, is what I'm hearing. They're saying modification with carrot and what you say? Research how a carrot is cultivated. Okay. I'll do that too, but that's for somebody. At the bottom of the deck, and current energy as well. And either way, energy as well. You protected. You are protected. Protection. Number 29. At the very back of the deck, loyal friend. A wise, supportive person, which brings it to the secret admirer. Not only are you your own secret admirer, but there's somebody in that's already in your world. I'm talking about they are enamored by you. Companion came out. Like it's so many energies that's letting you know that once you're not gonna be lonely. You're not gonna be lost. You're not gonna be without companionship if you cut off your family. You're just not gonna be. That's it. Spirit said at the bottom of the deck. Oh, we got treasure. That was with the what was it? The swords. The Knight of Swords. The Tina Turner. I don't want to fight no more energy. Treasure was in on that card. Protect your energy in space. Or 27. 9 again. At the very back of the deck, temptation. 45. 9 again. Alluring thoughts and actions. Temptation. It's crazy that that's there with Persephone. Well, the high priestess, which to me is Persephone. She is dark and light underworld and you know leisure. This came out again. Remain lighthearted. Number 5. Yeah, you're in a transition. A transition of transformation. Firebird is what I'm hearing. So the phoenix rising energy. Nurture came out of reverse. Water your garden. 35, which breaks down to an 8. So it's like water your own garden. Okay. Water your own garden. That's what you're not doing. Oh, thank you, Spirit. And it fell out on top, and the placement of it now is on top of the Priestess of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, and the Empress. You're not nurturing yourself, and you're not being nurtured by your paternal figures either. The treasure is you protecting your energy and not being tempted to believe the worst case scenario is what I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. Beyond the fog and shade. Okay. And yeah, like I said, I thought the archetype deck was gonna come into play. They want that to be the last card and for me to read whatever. Ether Dance. Auroral Dream. Number 35, which breaks down to an 8. Nurture. Yeah. It's like you being celebrated in the ethers. This transformation is helping you to ascend. It's helping you with the dark night of the soul. There is no peace without war. Number 24, which breaks down to a 6. I feel like that's a misconception. I'm not really getting that. But there will be a war in your mind that in regards to this broken bridge and all of this reverse energy, there is a war in your mind. There is a war in your mind right now, currently. If you made it this far, there is a war in your mind. You're battling back and forth with your decision. When it feel like to me, it feel like It feel like you're just scared of what's to come if you put your foot down and remain. I'm hearing steadfast with your boundaries. Remain solid with your boundaries. Remain in the 7 of Wands energy with your boundaries. Like, because the ending. This chapter is ended. It is ended. I'm hearing future. It never be the same no more. After you're dying and you learn and you're crying, shit'll never be the same no more. Shit'll never be the same no more. I'll put it in the description because it is off of a mixtape. That's not a popular known song, but if you're a future fan, you gonna know. Number 36, 9 a fucking again. And this is in coming out in current energy. 9 again. Healing sonar, holding your frequency, creative, positive, emotions, evolve internally. Yeah. Line it up again with this Priestess of Cups. Healing sonar. What I talked about with the sound and the frequency and all of that that comes with this. And look up, I already won. It's the frequency. It's the frequency. It's the frequency, not the matter. Thank you, Spirit. Coming to light in the distance. So you don't need to zoom in. It's going to come to light. You don't need to go. You don't need to be the investigator. It's going to come to light. Bitch. At the very back of the deck, number 15, which breaks down to a 6. No turning back. Come on. If I tried, I couldn't. If I tried. Like, are you serious right now? What else, Spirit? They don't gotta believe. I mean, if you know, you know. Bro. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. My bad, y'all. 50. This fell out over nurture in reverse and sweetness. You see where it fell, and the Empress. So up under nurture in reverse is the Empress. Up under sweetness is the Empress in the 9 of Cups. Baby. And these cards, they came out. Charming, chat, inspiring news, love messages. Messages of love, number 50. You're not my master. My life, my rules. I am unchained. Number 3. Look here. 12. Multiple masks. I feel like this gives multifaceted energy, not necessarily meaning that you have masks up right now, but I feel like you do. I feel like you do have masks up right now, multiple of them. You are whoever a person needs for you to be. So if your mama needs you to be one person, that's a different mask. Your kids, both of your kids, you must have more than one kid. Or if you don't have no kids, whatever the case may be, if you have more than one, like each person has a mask in correlation to you. So you put whatever mask on in regards to who you're dealing with, instead of nurturing your damn self so that you don't have to wear a mask, and setting your boundaries so that you don't have to wear a mask and you can be you all the time, and whoever don't like it can kick rocks. But it's also giving me that the first card that we saw, the ether dance, your transformation, your dark night of the soul is revealing all of these masks so that you can nurture them. At the bottom of the deck, we got 55, 10 again. Ascend to the highest vibration of human life. Harmonize your energy. Embrace your true being. I feel like that was meant to be embrace your true being, because I don't know that embrace is a word. At the very back of the deck, sowing seeds of hope. Harvest what you plant. Committing to the process. Blossoming. Sustaining. One more round, Spirit said. So this 24, there is no peace without war, came out with breaking the mirage, clearing the fog, the mist, with 9. Yeah, it's an end to this shit. It's the end to you believing that it has to be a fight for you to have some peace. No, the fucking don't. Break that mirage. Look in the mirror. Empress energy. She ain't got to fight shit. That's what she sent her man to do. It's like, nah, let me not do that. Don't do that. Don't fucking send your man to no bullshit ass fight, because to me, just feel like it ain't no fight that need to be had. Ain't no fight that need to be had. You protected. You protected then came out too many times. Just sever these ties. Cut this shit off. Those two coming out together is giving me the energy of, one, you don't need no closure, and two, it don't have to be no fight, and you don't have to announce your exit. You don't. If you feel like it's gonna be a fight for you to finally stop trying to repair this broken bridge, or that or put the fire out on that bridge, if you have to continue to do that, if you have to continue to do that, then you don't have to continue to do that, and know that you don't have to continue to do that. Break that mirage. It don't got to be a fight for you to have your peace. You could walk away in silence in the dead of night without nobody knowing, and you'll be all the more peaceful about it. Hold on, tribe. Anyway, like I was saying, tribe, you don't have to announce your departure, just like you don't have to announce your presence. It does not have to be a war to have peace. You ain't got to fight at all. Break that mirage. Change that thought process. Because, again, this may be one of them quotes and phrases that you need to find the full quote on. And at the end of the day, you ain't got to subscribe to that. No, I ain't subscribing to none of that. I'm breaking that mirage. I refuse to keep being stressed out about shit because they say there is no peace without war. Fuck all that. I ain't fighting no more. What did I say? With what did I say with the fucking knight of swords, the son of swords? What did I say with his ass? I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really want to fight no more. It's time for letting go. And you know it. Yeah. Enchanted cat, spiritual energy, mystic power, inner magic, divine force, fortune's protection, barriers against darkness, 5 energy, that transformation energy. You transforming out of that type of shit. That's why it's a decision that needs to be made. That's why you got to choose your path, because the old one is dead and gone. I'm hearing T.I., the old me's dead and gone, dead and gone. Oh, I've been traveling this road so long. I'm trying to find my way back home. The old me's dead and gone, dead and gone. All these 9s, that energy is dead and gone. And to me, it feels like no matter what you got to say about it, you ain't got no say so in it. Spirit about to drag your ass. So either you gonna make the decision not to be drugged, or you gonna make the decision to let life drag you. Learn the lessons the hard way. Because even though you already know and you already see that the bridge is broken and on fire, with the card that came out in here, the Bull of Strength, number 6, masculine force. I don't really know. Is it saying masculine leadership, force, dominance, flame, control, power? I'm gonna read it like this: masculine force, flame, resolute rules, leadership, dominance, control, power, commanding presence. It's really just giving me Taurus energy, utilizing your Taurus placements, and also breaking the mirage, which goes with this, because I feel like these two go together. There's no peace without war. That patriarchal bullshit, breaking that mirage with all these feminine forces. Oh yeah, Spirit did say that was it. So we about to get this archetypal card. Ooh, and close this out. Thank you, Spirit. The Ace of Swords. Now it's in the upright. Just everything fell. This deck just fell and it split like this. So I feel like after the decision is made and you've been tested and you test your boundaries, like in Spirit has tested your boundaries, you're going to realize that this transformation was the clarity that you needed. Yeah. The mess is going to come in. It's going to come in. It's definitely going to come in. Something is going to bring you that clarity that was once in reverse. Oh, shit. And I hope it's not a situation that results from Spirit having to drag you. Just take my advice. Like, that's not the way you want to go. The last card is about to come out of this deck, the archetypal. My bad, y'all. Bear with me. Oh, Venom coming straight out the deck, at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's the poison. Yeah. Thinking everything got to be a fight. The riddle. Yeah, somebody who thinks it always got to be a fight in your life talks in riddles. Spirit want 2 shuffles and a cut with this. They said no walkthrough because they know I'm prone to walk through. I want it's a natural reflection for me. And if you haven't been here long enough to know what a walkthrough is for me, is like, you know, when I'm going like this, that's a walkthrough. Bottom of the deck, the Pilgrim in reverse. Very back of the deck, Thanos. I want to say Thanos, but that must not be it. This is a walkthrough. That's a walkthrough for me, because sometimes I only do that and I don't shuffle. But this was the one and only card that we were supposed to have for this reading. At the bottom of the deck, the Flame in reverse. At the very back of the deck, the Poet in current position. And we're going to read this card right here. The Ring. Wow. The Ring is giving the commitment to me. The Ring. The Ring. The Ring. The Ring. The Ring. The Ring is a tool. So this deck is the selves, which is the people, mother, father, on and so forth. The places, the heart, the cave, the mountain, so on and so forth. The tools, the flame, the tier, the riddle, so on and so forth. So you got all tools showed up after the shuffle and cut. So lean on your tools right now. Lean on your tools if you can't depend on the mind, is what I heard. Also, put a ward of protection over your tools. Use your money as a tool, use your mind as a tool, because we all on different levels. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So the Ring is on page 179 and it's number 57. 12. So three energy. So what did I say? 179. 179. Excuse all them things popping up because that stems from some stuff that I did another day. It's just 179. 179. 179. The ring. The infinite. The wheel. The connection. Ooh, okay. The ring is an image of connectedness rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements. The ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as a part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise the ring is worn on the finger that represents eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected into this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the infinite bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring awaiting to adorn your finger. That's confirmation. Some shit on my table fell. I don't even know exactly what fell, but I heard it fall. Wow. When light, the ring archetype, when light, connectedness, humility, sacred cycles, when dark, unconscious, repetition, starving for connection, go deeper. Ralkes, RILKE''S, I live my life in widening circles. I guess they're saying read that. There may be some sort of literature. Is some sort of literature. Study images of the mandala, the Unus Mundus, the Ouroboros, Ouroboros, and the medicine wheel. It's giving me Wheel of Fortune energy. We're gonna look that up, spirit. But try it. We're gonna look that up. If you don't want to stay for me to look that up, then you already know what to do. Take stock of the jewelry you adorn yourself with. Watch out for rings you wear out of habit that keep you connected to the old you. What I say? The old you dead and gone. What I say? I said that shit. Oh, I've been traveling on this road so long. Okay, now we about to look up these. I'm about to look up this. This is really giving me not only the Wheel of Fortune, but the World card. The Wheel of Fortune card and the World card. Neither one of those came out in this reading, but it may be significant to someone. That's just what I'm getting off the top of the dome. But right now, we about to look to see what these things are. These two things, because I already know what the medicine wheel is, but we'll look it up too, Spirit. I don't mind. Matter of fact, we'll do that first. Medicine wheel. Medicine wheel. Or sacred hoop. This is just from the AI overview. I don't like to go solely off the AI overview. I like to, but we under time constraints. Because I have an obligation. Not that Spirit says, simmer down. Whatever. Whoever that is, go to that person page. Anyway, a fundamental symbol in Native American and indigenous cultures. It represents the interconnectedness of all life, the cycle of nature, and the path of wholeness. Okay, they saying the bighorn medicine wheel in Wyoming is 75 feet in diameter. All right. That breaks down to 3-2. A lot of 3 and 9 energy in here, but 3-6-9 is a thing. A lot of 3-6 and 9 energy. You're right, Spirit. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. I listen to you. Let's see. The Unus Mundus, Latin word for one world, is a philosophical concept of a unified primordial reality from which all things emerge and to which they return. Okay. Okay. So that definitely gives the world card energy for me, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So the Ouroboros fucking on the world card. The image, the snake eating itself, an ancient symbol showing a snake or dragon eating its own tail. It represents eternity, infinity, and the endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Is basically what you're going through. Is basically what you're going through. So there's no need to fear the darkness. There's no need to fear, what's in the distance. There's no need to fear to fear zooming in. There's no need to be in fear that you're not protected along your journey. There's no need for you to fear your own flame. Is what I'm getting. You you have treasures inside that you have yet to even tiptoe up to, let alone touch and tap into. This is deep, tribe, but I'm gonna leave it there. I love y'all. Until next time, peace.